Hey everyone, today I want to talk about mind medicine, field trip, all the psychedelic stocks, all the beautiful psychedelic plays. Now, this isn't financial advice, remember that, not financial advice. This is infotainment. But what can happen to make MindMed tank, to make field trip tank, to make all these plays tank? What kind of negative, severely negative, disastrous catalyst can we have? Well, it's simple. It's simple. It is the concept or the idea or the consideration that the FDA may never approve psychedelic drugs for medicinal uses for therapies. Could be never approved, just like it hasn't been approved last year or last decade or the last few decades ever since the tide kind of turned in the 60s, 70s, and kind of in the 80s away from psychedelics. So we could talk about the reasons why. We could talk about a lot of things, and I want to talk about those reasons. Interesting convos, but um, and obviously I disagree with that. If you watch my previous videos, you'd see that I'm into psychedelics as a medicine, and I'm into psychedelics as an investment for many reasons. Watch my previous videos, but again, not entertainment. Again, infotainment. It is entertainment. Don't be a fucking moron. Don't follow financial advice from somebody online who doesn't know you and doesn't have any responsibility towards you. So be wise, be prudent, and be careful. Be very careful. This is infotainment. This is entertainment. So not financial advice, but I'm really into psychedelic stocks for many reasons. Watch my previous videos to learn more, but I still need to manage my risk. I still need to be a prudent risk manager when it comes to my investments in my portfolio, and I can't just willy-nilly go with a belief. So I have to think about what could possibly happen to negatively impact these plays, right? What could happen? Now, can it go to zero? Can MindMed, Field Trip, Atai, Simon, all these beautiful places, can they go to zero? Yes. Can tech stocks go to zero? If you told me Apple's going to go to zero, Google's going to go to zero, I would say maybe. You'd have to give me a more plausible explanation, maybe. But there's a lot of idiosyncratic risk because it's an individual company. Now, if you told me the entire sector is going to go down, the entire tech sector, I'd say that's overboard. You need to give me really strong reasoning as to why you think that's a plausible thing. If I say the entire psychedelic sector is going to go down, go to zero, if I say the entire psychedelic sector is going to go to zero, I could easily give you a plausible reason. I can easily give you a plausible explanation as to why and how that could happen. That can happen for many reasons. Cultural changes and the FDA failing to approve, right? And Congress, literally Congress passing laws banning it, outlawing it. The reasons for that can come from lobbying, can come from delusion, can come from a lot of dark places. But regardless of what those reasons are, you have to protect yourself as an investor. I have to protect myself as an investor. So I need to take hedges basically. I need to hedge my positions. I can't go all in, especially when there's such a plausible explanation and such a plausible way, such a reasonable, such a possible way where things can completely go kaput on this, where things can completely go to zero on these plays. And so prudent risk management and diversification are key concepts to know, key concepts to keep in mind.